1079 The Fan. You're listening to the Huff and Gill Show with your host Tyler Huff and Earl Gill on 1079 The Fan.
Good Tuesday morning, everybody, and welcome to the Power Hour here on 1079 The Fan. It's Huff and Gill, and we want to send a shout out to our studio sponsors. Our radio broadcast is brought to you by Liberty Aloe ISD, where leopard pride never dies, and Budweiser. I don't drink. My partner Earl, on the other hand, I don't know about him sometimes. But anyways, if I did drink, I would take a sip of some Budweiser. And we have a special guest in studio with us this morning, none other than the athletic director and head football coach of the Liberty Aloe Leopards, Coach Dewaski Davis. Coach Davis, what's going on, man? How you doing, Coach?
Man. Glad to be here, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you joining us this morning. Appreciate you joining us, taking time out your busy schedule. First time we've had you on the Power Hour. I don't know how this happened. We waited so long. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah, I'm telling you, but like I said, anytime you get a chance to talk about the kids in the program, game for it.
Absolutely. So go ahead and just, I know pretty much everybody in this area knows who you are, but just go ahead and introduce yourself to people out there who may not know who you are, Coach.
I'm Dewaski Davis, head football coach and athletic director at Liberty Aloe High School. This is my third year in this role, and like I said, I've been numerous places before that, but like I said, this is the stop of all. For
sure, and this is your third season, as you said. I know you've served in many different capacities so far in your time at Liberty Aloe as the basketball coach as well as the AD and head football coach. So kind of talk about, this past football season. I know it's far gone now, but you guys had a successful season. You won 7 games, qualified for the playoffs. Kind of talk about this season for you. How was this season in your words, Coach?
We knew we had a chance to being pretty good this past season. But we still had a lot of unproven players in some key places, and we persevered through all the heat and all the elements and all the situations that arose, and our kids really bought in, and we won 4 consecutive games, and got a lot of attention for 4 consecutive games, and kids performed well. And of course, we played a couple of 5As and a 4A Division I, and our kids still stepped up to the challenge. So that was a great part of the season, and it's kind of a highlight for the kids. I mean, they've done something a lot of people can't do. And then we got in district. Our district probably one of the toughest districts in the state.
Absolutely.
And like I said, we end up finishing third. Few of the games didn't go quite like we wanted to, but I think our kids know now that if you turn the ball over in big ball games, bad things happen.
Yeah.
And we were a product of that, but we still fought and finished third. Could have either finished fourth, but Pittsburgh had us down at halftime, and our kids came back out. We kind of challenged them with some things, and it wasn't bad. It's just we were just not playing like we should play.
Right.
And they came back out and performed at a high level, and good things happened. So now they know hard work pays off. And after that, we kind of run into probably one of the hottest teams in the region.
Yeah.
And it was a tough night all the way around with the rain and injuries and just a combination of things.
Yeah.
And but I still tip my hat off to the kids. We went 7-4. Pretty good season for us, coming off of 4 years ago where we were.
Absolutely.
And where we are now. So we keep raising the bar each year.
Absolutely.
What's up, Coach? Coach, you are our first minority coach and athletic director in Texarkana, also Liberty Aloe. So sometimes when you're the first of something, you're scrutinized and you're under a microscope, an unwarranted microscope too. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So like, how do you wake up and handle that microscope? Because I'm the first in my job and I'm learning, I've been open about my tobacco usage lately, and maybe I should calm down, but like the stress of the job has caused me to induce in more Black and Miles. So so I understand being the first in something now, but you're the first in your spot, and sometimes your spot gets tight. So how do you handle those things?
I take it day by day. I know it's a lot of things in my job that I can control,
Mm-hmm.
and it's quite a bit that I cannot control. So I try to make sure focus on the things I can control, and let the kids take care of the other part of it. Because our kids, that's where we won't have the job if we don't have the kids.
Yeah.
But just staying focused and trying to stay active and try to also take care of my body. I walk and that's my peace of mind time.
You look fit for your age.
sure.
You're an older guy.
Look
I don't.
at
I mean, no
like,
lie.
like you hit me right now.
Yeah, knock you the next week.
Yeah, but doing that and just doing some things to stay active and be around family to keep you grounded because it can eat you up if you're not careful.
That's true.
Yeah, and Coach, so with that, with you, let's just be open. You're Black. Your peers in town are white. So it's been documented how the how the minority athlete reacts to having a minority coach. Like our Doc Rivers talked about it, you know what I'm saying? And you deal with that situation. Your counterparts don't have to. And that's not, I mean, I'm saying what's real. Like it's real. But so like, how do you get through to these kids? Because I call you the deacon of discipline, and I'm not trying to knock our kids. We have great kids, but our kids need this. All kids need discipline.
That's everywhere.
Yeah. Let me remember. All kids need discipline,
but some more than others.
Some more than others sometimes. And so you handle a lot. How do you go into your day molding these kids sometimes?
We got a tough job from start to finish.
Yes.
But at the same time, I feel like if kids are going to be in the program that I'm leading, I need to make sure I do my best to guide them in the right direction. Sometimes it's not the direction they want to, but in the end, it will be the direction they need to be. And sometimes there's some tough conversations, but still, I want them to be productive citizens in life. And so if I have to step up and kind of keep my thumb down on them, that's for the betterment of them and later on, because life is not fair, and that's what we're trying to teach them. And it's a lot that goes with that. So me and my staff, we do a job every day, but I feel like this is our job to do the very best we can because we want to leave an impression on them that will be in their lives for the rest of their lives.
Where does this stem from for you? Where does that background of, having that discipline in place, where does it kind of stem from for you?
My parents were strong disciplinarians coming up. And
your dad still comes to games to support you.
He still comes. Mom makes it to the home games. But they had structure for me and my brother growing up. And, seeing people along the way fall through the cracks that had they had that strong structure at home would help them make it like I have made it so far. So, you reflect on a lot of that stuff as you go through life. And that's kind of helped shape me into what I try to bring to a program. And me and the staff that I put together try to do those kind of things to help me lead in that direction.
Yeah, well, Coach Davis, we have an eventful week. It's Island Day today.
Actually, started yesterday at the JV game.
It did. It did. JV,
they won.
They beat
Pleasant Grove.
Okay.
Shout out to the JV team.
Yeah, we gotta beat them people on the north side of town. So today we play Pleasant Grove in baseball. Thursday we have the Paul Park track meet. That's our signature deal. What do you think about the next two events that are going on at LE these next 3 days in a 3-day span?
It's great for our program and our community because people get a bird's eye view to see what our kids are about and what our coaches are about. We grind. We don't sit around. We don't look around. We know what we got and we know what we got to deal with. And so it's great to see us hitting on all cylinders at the right time. And so people see the best. Sometimes we're dealing with kids.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
some nights is not our night.
Absolutely.
But right now, baseball is peaking and playing pretty good ball right now. Our softball team just come off their second district win, and so they're lining themselves up for a playoff spot. Our track team, the whole boys and girls, is kind of young. I mean, we don't have all the relay legs back that went to state last year, but we got some youngsters on the boys and the girls side that are really starting to blossom at the right time, and the weather's probably fixing to be as good as it's been in a while. So with that being said, that also helps increase our performances. But it's a chance for everybody to look at Dialogue, make sure they see what we're about, and our kids are really representing well.
So, going to talk about the success of the baseball team. I mean, I know they are like 15-2 overall so far, undefeated in district. Number 9 versus number 10 in the state matchup tonight. So, just kind of talk about the success of the baseball team and how is that huge for the athletic program overall.
I mean, anytime you get a chance to win, winning is contagious in all sports in your program.
Absolutely.
And then also that blue collar work. Those guys and Coach Fowler and his staff, they work extremely hard, and that's every day from start to finish. We have multiple sport athletes in the baseball program and several starters on our football team. But still, those guys work hard every day, and that's why it's so fun to go watch them play, because they leave it all on the field. And that's how Coach Fowler is, and that's how everybody on the staff is, and that's how the kids are. And I mean, they bleed it. And, blood, sweat, and tears goes a long ways. And they're getting all the due that they need to, because people don't see what they do all year long, and people don't see from the start of the season to now. And it's just fun to watch them, and I try to get down there as much as possible just to watch and support, because anytime they play and they're in the athletic program that I'm leading on, I want to make sure I see them and they see me supporting them, because sometimes that's only support one or two of them may have.
Absolutely.
So we just got to keep on pushing forward, and I think it's going to be a fun week for Liberty Island.
Absolutely. Hey, and even Coach Dylan Surratt just squeaked him a couple wins. I need me a playoff shirt, right? One more win against that. I need a playoff shirt. Hey, Miss Surratt, I need a 3X, and we need some playoff shirts.
2-1 in district. I mean, that's fairly well, if you ask me.
I think one more win they make playoffs for real.
Yeah, I think it's 1 or 2 for sure. You're locked in.
And I need my shirt.
Beat the right people.
Exactly. Yeah.
And like I said, they were the big win Friday. I mean, they led most of the way. They were 2-0, then it was 2-2, 5-3, 5-5, and then we went up 6-5. Then we went up 9-6 going in the bottom of the 7th. And they got some hits, and we made some miscues, and we caught a ball at the end of the game to win the game. And our girls, they were extremely excited. I mean, it's fun watching them excel. And for Coach Surratt to go from where he's been to where he's at now, girls believe in winning, and they play hard. And the 2 wins they have were really exceptional.
So I keep looking past you, and there's a poster behind you, and it's eating away at me. So I want to
talk. It's behind him too, huh?
Yeah, it's really irking me. I want to knock it down. So I'm just going to talk about the elephant in the room. There's a huge elephant in this room. All right. So behind Coach Davis, there's a poster of the people that we play, and so every year or every day for some reason, or every week, you are compared to, even me. I'm compared to that woman over there, the dude over there. I see him. We look at each other crazy, like it's wild. It's wild tension. It's a funny tension. So why is it? Look, people are texting me over here. Why is it? Unfortunately, we all don't have the same resources, right? So that's
that's a fact.
Yeah. So the playing field isn't always like equal. And okay, good. I'm gonna get back. Let me go outside, hit this black and mild. And I'm gonna come back in, and I'm gonna touch on this when we come back from break.
Lord Jesus. We'll be back with some more of the Power Hour here on 107.9 The Fan.
looked like.
Count up the bands sticking up. No rubber band speaking up. Chain is so heavy, can pick it up. Came with the gang, myriad. I see you with hilarious. Where's my root mysterious? My whip from fast and furious. Cause we got on tears. I get the call with kids. I'm at the top of the pyramid. We gonna play serious. Came with the gang, myriad. Came with the gang, myriad. Came with the mob. Sit up.
And that's hit hard into the left field. Back up to the track. That is out of here! And it extends the lead for the Hatters. Complete game shutout from Nick Curtis. The third of first. Double play!
We gonna play serious. Came with the gang, myriad. Came with the gang, myriad. Came with the mob crew.
Birthday to announce today.
Welcome to the Power Hour, back with Huff and Gill. Shout out to our studio sponsors, Liberty Isle High School. LEISD is the label that pays us, and Budweiser's. We're serious today. None of us drink.
I already said you do.
Oh, okay. Well, Coach Davis don't be drinking.
Well,
I
we
don't want
know.
y'all to say Coach Davis drunk. None of that.
No, sir.
Yeah, man, he drunk out there. Look at that play call. We don't need none of that from the stand.
He been with Huff and
Yeah,
Gill.
he drunk. Look at it. He be going to the devil on that 42. We know about Coach Davis. All right, but look. All right. All right, so Coach Davis.
You got to watch him, Coach.
Yeah, sometimes.
I'm sure you know already.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to my bosses. But okay. So on the real. So you as an athletic director here, your peers in the city, okay. Some have to deal with the same socioeconomic issues as you, but their numbers are so staggering that they can be like, all right, get up out of here. We don't need you.
Yeah.
And we could do the same, but we don't believe in throwing kids away, for one. And for two, our numbers aren't the same. You know, that's the first difference. The second difference is, yeah, and you are doing a great job. Someone that just texted me and told me tell you that you're doing a great job. Man, we know you're doing a great job. You know, there's that difference, and then there's possibly a difference of resources. You know, our school district is half city, half country, half rural, half urban. Whereas your peers are all within city limits, you know, and there's businesses close to where they're at. So from where I sit on my side, I see sometimes you're not fairly judged, maybe. I don't know if that's the proper words to put, or you're not given those things aren't taken into account when you are judged. And if they are, then that's how you judge a man, by everything. You know what I'm saying? Not just, oh man, he can't beat PG, man. He'll be down 35, 20, whatever. But you know, they don't have to deal with some of the things that you do. They don't have to deal with hunger insecurities. They don't have to deal with anything that's going on in a young person's life that we may all three deal with, you know? Yeah. And that's just the part of the job that you have to deal with. So with that, how do you deal with that? How do you keep your kids not focused on that? And like, how do you keep pushing every day knowing that the criticism is unfairly just, if that makes sense?
Yeah, it does. You know, we're always going to be judged. And
Yes.
just like those NFL coaches
Mhm.
and armchair quarterbacks, I mean, everybody knows more than the coach do. But at the
Yes.
same time, we know what we're dealing with. We know what kind of kids we have. We know their background.
Absolutely.
So we have to make sure we know our product extremely well to be able to get them to kind of put blinders on to stay focused on the prize and not get caught up on all the distraction outside the program, outside in their life, the comparisons throughout the course of the town, the whole 9 yards.
Because it's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
We're expecting high school kids that are not grown adults to process some info that really they shouldn't be dealing with right now. They should be, this is the best time in their life, and that's what we're trying to make it. But we also got to understand where we're at and what we're up against. And that being said, we got to push through, and we can't get caught up on the negativity, because if we do, then we'll be stuck in the mud.
Absolutely.
That's a fact.
Absolutely.
So how do you keep your guys kind of level headed sometimes? Because I know, some guys are getting Division I offers or maybe D2 offers and things like that, and there's a lot of different things going on. So how do you kind of keep your guys, grounded and level headed, and tell them, keep pushing and don't let everything get overwhelming and get to your head?
We try to make sure, first off, we try to make sure we don't get caught up with that being said. But we also know it's a time to work and it's a time to play.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we know with the attention this day and age with social media, it's tough. And but we also have some tough talks with these young men to tell them that, okay, that light's shining on you, but it also shining on the program as well. But you got to give back to the program some kind of way. And then that being said, more light will be shined on the rest of our kids. And we kind of use it as a positive that here's your opportunity, because we know people are watching these individuals here, but here's a chance for you to catch their eye. So that pushes us and pushes them to work a little bit harder and try to excel. But at the same time, we try to make sure we move forward, try to keep some people. We try to get some alums from LE to come back and visit with them about choices and about what's moving forward, and just keep them grounded, because, the old saying about it takes a village to raise a child.
Absolutely.
Well, we try to utilize every resource we can to give people to come back, to give back to Liberty Ilo and our athletes. And each time I call on somebody, they come up and they deliver for us. So, and our kids, they're learning about the history, because most of them know about it a little bit, but they were kids. They wasn't worried about nothing like that. So they get to know people now that they've never really known before.
So speaking of, I want to ask you that, because I know you've been in this area, Northeast Texas, for, probably all your life, I guess. But from the outside looking in, before you came over to on this side of the tracks, as some people call
on this side, I know he's listening. So on this side of the track,
that's why I said,
hey, for real, for real.
Before you came on this side of the tracks, Coach, what was LE to you? You know what I'm saying? What was your perspective and your outlook of LE? I mean, you see all the athletes they put out, you see the state titles and things like that. But from the outside looking in, what was your perspective of LE back then?
A place where you always had athletes, kids go to the next level consistently in all sports, not just football, but they excel in every sport you can possibly have. And knowing every night we came to play LE, we knew we had to bring our lunch, our dinner, and our breakfast just to deal with them, because they were extremely talented. And looking back over the years, and I'd made some comments over the years that, that could be my dream job, because you never run out of athletes. Your kid's going to play well. You're going to have size. You're going to have speed. You're going to have everything. But then, the community and how it's built. And that also played a hand in everything, because, it's a unique place to be at. And it really can catch you. And over the years, it's really caught me to the point where I end up making it over here.
Yeah.
It is a unique place. It is a unique community. I appreciate being a part of the community. You're a Sigma too, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to the Go Mob. Ain't that what ain't that what y'all say?
Yes, sir.
I know we got a few mob members
I didn't know you
listening.
were a Sigma coach.
Yes, sir.
I had the mob all on my Facebook and man, take care of the mob. Take care of mob. Like, what does that mean? Why are y'all all MAB? I don't know what this means.
So did you play? You played ball in school back in the day?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
You played at?
I bounced around a little bit. I went to school in Kansas for a semester and realized that snow gets high as this desk.
Yes, it does.
And, I'm not used to that. And so I transferred to Northwestern in Natchitoches.
Okay.
And played down there until I messed my foot up really bad. And then
Did you play with a guy named Bebe?
Yeah, we played high school ball together.
You from Louisiana? He's from Texas?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Want to work out over there at one of the Legends Gym?
Yeah. Okay. Small
I
world.
don't know him, but y'all
Big
know him.
Steve.
Yeah.
Call him Big Steve.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
we all
small world.
grew up. We had a pretty close-knit group of guys. And before games, every night before games, we was at somebody's house. And it's a street down there that we all kind of stayed on. And but it developed that togetherness. And that's what's needed this day and age now, more so than ever. And that's what we try to do, to create that family and basically build things on pride. And that's why you got leopard pride never dies, because you can take a lot of things away from a man, but you can't take away his pride.
Right.
Absolutely.
Because and that's what we try to build everything off of, is that pride. Because if you got that pride, you always got a chance, no matter what.
Yeah.
So how long you been coaching?
This would be 32.
32. All right. I just turned 36. Quick question. How do you feel about school choice?
It's tough. He's going to make it tough on the school system.
It is, because like I don't understand. Like, are we supposed to like rejoice, or are we about to act a fool, or is like we
So
about to
this
be
is
broke?
the new decision that's been made, right?
Well, I know, in Arkansas for sure,
yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
but
I heard
in
it's coming
Texas
to
is
Texas
up
as
for
well.
the
I heard it's on the bill or
Closer and
something.
closer.
So what does that mean? A kid from Atlanta can come to LE and we get the 5,000 or 5,500, or
A kid can go to a private school
and they get the money.
and still get the money that public school kids are getting.
Wow.
So low socioeconomic school districts are going to be in trouble because they don't have to go to that school.
Right,
They can
go
still
wherever
get
they want to
money.
now.
And even homeschool. I mean, if you homeschool your child, you still get that money.
Mm.
So it's changing the playing field. And we have to be very mindful in what's going on and try to devise a plan to kind of counter this stuff, because they've been trying to get homeschool kids to be able to stay at home, but then participate in UIL sports too.
Mm.
So it's just some groundbreaking things that our Texas High School Coaching Association has been really fighting and trying to help keep the playing field like it is, but it's going to slant the playing field a little bit.
Well, I just know that, we live in a day and age where, no disrespect to anybody's parents or kids, but parents and kids are popcorn type right now.
Absolutely.
And just because you got 5 jerseys and losing the first round, just like the place where you're at, just because it looks really good and you lose in the first round, just like the place you're at, or whatever, or you get racially profiled or whatever.
Whatever the case may be.
Yeah, and the season might be longer, but you still get treated a certain type of way. I mean, people would rather go get insulted and ridiculed instead of losing in the first round where their parents grew up, or where they live, or where they grow up. And you see how they cut me off?
They sent you to break for a reason.
I know where their kids go to school too. We ain't gonna get on that. We ain't gonna get on none of that.
They sent you to break for a reason.
Yeah, I bet. Messing up
Thank
the money.
the Lord. We'll be right back with the Power Hour featuring Coach Dewaski Davis here on 107.9 The Fan.
This guy, number 15, Elijah Martin. Keep your eyes locked on him, man. He's a guy that does all the dirty work for the Owl.
Martin locked and loaded on a triple and a hit.
I'm like, where's some more arms?
Oh my, what a shot there from Elijah Martin, the sophomore.
I was broke, but I ain't cool. I'm back to that. Hey, so I'm around with this car.
Gaffney to Martin, count it, and a foul. What a slam there by Elijah as the crowd erupts behind it. Incredible finish there by Elijah Martin.
Trust no skeezers on the beat, so I know it's slapping. This ain't no ESPN.
Welcome back to the Power Hour with Huff and Gill. And once again, shout out to our studio sponsors, Liberty Isle High School, where Leopard Pride never dies. Dr. Brown, I'm on the way. Chad, what's up? And I don't know who else to shout out. And Budweiser. I know it sounds like I'm drunk this morning. I'm just a little animated. What? What?
Oh, you been on them Budweisers, man.
Nah.
Shout out to him.
Feel like it. They
We
need
need
to
a
give us.
Budweiser poster here. We got this Michelob Ultra. We ain't got no Budweiser. Come on.
That's crazy. And they get the money. But anyways.
Oh, before we move any further, we do have some for those of you watching the show, or if you're listening via radio, we have Miss Dunn. She said it was 4, but she gave me 5 tickets to give out to the first 5 callers who call into the radio station to the 4 States Fair, which begins this weekend. So if you want 5 free tickets to the fairgrounds, we're only giving out 1 per caller. So if you want free tickets to the fair, give us a call here at the radio station. The number is 903-793-1071. We're giving 5 tickets away to the first 5 callers. If don't nobody call, we'll just give them away to the kids at the school. We'll do it like that. 903-793-1071. I mean, we got plenty of kids to give out to. Coach Davis, I do, and I'm sure you can find some.
I just need my 2 because I'm going during the day. I can't be a part of
She
fight
got
night.
2 additional ones to these. So if you
Nah,
want
I
some
won't.
tickets, you better comment something in the live stream chat or call into this radio station to win these tickets.
I remember winning. I remember not winning. I remember finding $100 at the fair in high school. I thought I was just.
I remember everybody fighting at the fair.
That's how you heard me call it fight night.
Oh well,
I'm not trying to be.
it was the original fight
I'm
night.
too big to be running. Like the kids be jacking, man. They're different. They know how to fight for real. Little Jermaine Taylor's out there.
The fair was definitely
Fight night.
A fair.
Yeah, it was fight night for sure.
It was a circus out there.
But it was at Bobby Ferguson, so we were good. It was in Arkansas.
But anyways,
But yeah, Coach Davis. We have Coach Dewaski Davis, the athlete.
we got a caller.
Oh wow, who is it?
I don't know how to work it. Call Miss Dunn in here.
We really got a caller. Hello.
Hold on, you're on the air with the Power Hour. I got to figure out how to work it. Where Miss Dunn? Earl, go get Miss
Hold
Dunn
on,
in
let me
here.
call her. We really got somebody.
Yeah,
on the
somebody's
phone?
calling in right now. I don't know who it is, but
That scares me.
Miss Dunn.
Hold on, let's get Miss Dawn back.
Yeah, call Miss Dunn. This is crazy. This is live. Whoever you are, call back. If you just called to the radio station, call back. They're calling back already.
Hey, so we have a caller. Can you
Yeah, come on, Miss Dunn. Come on.
All right.
Guerrilla radio, coach.
Yeah, we need you.
We don't know how to work this phone. So.
I understand that.
Come on, Miss Dunn. Hurry up for they hang up again now.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, they need. Please call back.
They're calling right now. The phone's blinking.
Man, come on.
Don't
Miss
hang up
Dawn.
if that's you on the phone.
Hey, when we let
Come
you
on,
on,
Miss Dawn.
hey, don't be cussing when we let you on now.
Want me to go ahead and answer it?
Well, you
I pushed the button.
Well, you got to say it's okay over here first.
Okay, it's okay. Well, we told him not to cuss.
Hello, you're on the line with the Power Hour. Who am I speaking with?
It's Jeremy.
Jeremy, how you doing, Mr. Jeremy? Jeremy, what's your last name?
Man, Sheffield. I'm doing blessed, man. I'm blessed this morning.
Good deal, Mr. Sheffield. Well, we appreciate you for calling in here to the Power Hour, and you are our first winner of the Four States Fair ticket giveaway. So,
Mr. Sheffield,
we're going to write your name here on one of these tickets, and we'll have the ticket up front here at the radio station, so you can come on in and grab your ticket anytime today.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
What's the number one show on the radio? Do you know the name of it?
The number one what?
You know the number one show on the radio? What's the name of it?
Man, the Power Hour on 7:40 a.m.
There you go.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to you, Mr.
Appreciate
We'll talk to you later, sir.
All right, bro. Appreciate it.
Oh, yes, sir.
Right. That's all right, man. Mr. Sheffield, all right. Mr. Sheffield.
He all right with me.
He all right with me. He said it with some confidence. He said
That's
it with
funny.
some confidence.
Miss Dunn, Jeremy Sheffield. That's the first ever call on the Power Hour. That's interesting, Gil. We've never done that before. We might have to do that more often. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
But anyways, back to Coach Dewaski Davis, our real guest, because Mr. Jeremy Sheffield is not our guest, but he is one of the fabulous listeners of the Power Hour.
I'm sorry about that. But yeah, we have Coach Dewaski Davis here. And Coach, man, you have done a lot with less since you've been in your seat. You've won one more game every season. I don't know if Tyler spoke on that, but every season you've been at the helm, you've won an additional game. Hopefully next year we can squeeze 8 up out of you, right?
Yes, sir.
We went 7. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, and it may be a second round win, but if not, we just need 8 wins and back to the playoffs. But I mean, what would you like to say about what's coming forth?
Our kids are grinding right now. Our coaches are grinding. Each year we try to set the bar higher than we had last year. So what we did this past season is not good enough for this coming season. So we have to make sure we continue to stay focused on that. The kids are working extremely hard in the off season right now. And then the other kids that do play football are grinding out in different sports. So the more we can win throughout the course of a year in different sports is going to help us out in our season at the beginning of the school year in football.
I think that the foundation of an athletic department starts in the middle school. And we have one heck of a middle school program. We have some really good-looking kids down there, and they are athletic. They're also uber talented, like academically. Those kids are smart. I forgot the young man's name. I don't want to say his name, but he's like one of the best athletes down there. Has a 4.0. So I'm like, wow.
Our young kids are doing extremely well and are extremely talented, male and female. And I'm telling you, I've been able to go down and look and also watch them compete from 6 up. It's going to be something else. From 6 to 8, we're talented in a lot of areas, and also our kids really do well in the classroom too. So, and they bring a lot to the table, and the future is extremely bright for Liberty Islo because these kids are hungry, and all of them are there. I mean, we're not playing with a slighted deck. All of them there. They love being here. Their folks are from here, and they're pushing. And like I said, we can't wait to see those young men and women because they're going to be a good shot in the arm for the athletic program in all ways.
So you want more community support. What do you need from the community?
Support. Show some love to the kids. I mean, come when they're grinding and check them out and let them know that they're there for them. It's easy to support them on Friday night and pack the stand, but they don't really know that. What they see every day when it's hot and they're working outside, they see somebody, and they've seen a few people that come there, and they gravitate to them when they're not there. And it really means something to them to know that there's some people there, not when everybody comes, but when there's nobody in the stands and it's hot and they're tired, they see somebody out there saying, hey, let's keep on pushing. I mean, and they're not with them every day. That means a lot to them. And I mean, we do need fan support at all nights, but come to practice sometime and just watch the kids, let them know you're there.
That's a fact. Community support is what it's all about, because if the community don't support, the kids pretty much playing for you and themselves. So
yeah, exactly. You don't want to have the us against the world mentality,
right.
But same time, we just need support in all facets of our program, not just on game days.
Absolutely.
So I guess I'll ask this, and there's no really other way to ask it, but like this, what do you think it'll take to get over that hump, to get back to, we're relevant, not saying we're not relevant, but what do you think it'll take to get over that hump, to take that next step as a program to continue to make those deep runs that we've made maybe in years past?
Yeah, I'm telling you, main thing is just keep our kids here.
Yeah.
And,
big one.
That's the big one. I mean, make it
he went there.
You said it, not us.
I didn't even want to go there.
I'm glad you said it.
But yeah, we do got to keep all kids on the island. I'm for all that. Yeah, I'm for that.
We've changed the atmosphere, and the kids are excited to be here. It means something to them, and by doing that, I feel like the total buy-in from the kids to the community to admin to staff, whatever have you, everybody here, because everybody, they love it. Yeah. And winning fixes a lot of things, and consistently winning, and it's going to fix a lot of things. And right now, the signs are we're heading that direction pretty quick. And I mean, everybody got to understand that we need to keep them focused on the prize, and don't get them distracted on get me out of the way and get us everywhere. Right. And the more we can get that us mentality from everything, it's going to make us move in the right direction.
We, not me, for sure.
So how's the off-season approach been this off-season for you guys? I know some guys are still in spring sports, but other than that, how's the off-season?
Each year we've raised the bar in off-season, and this year it's like no other. We've taken them to another level, working on the mindset of our kids as well as the strength. They're getting extremely strong. They're becoming more agile. Their attendance is great right now. It's getting better and better. Mm-hmm. And like I said, they kind of see the benefits, because some of them are starting to look at themselves in the mirror and see something different than what they used to be. And that's the key to off-season. If you get them to start looking in the mirror, then you're headed in the right direction. Mm-hmm. And right now, I feel like our off-season is going extremely well. And I feel like these last few years has been benefit for the season. And I think this one's going to be even better, because, like I said, we're teaching them how to work and we're teaching them how to grind. And the biggest factor is you get knocked down, but you got to be able to get back up. And that's our mentality now, is working on getting back up.
Maybe we can have some redemption energy drinks out there for off-season workouts.
Boys energized.
Maybe you could throw a slab.
You want the sugar-free or the non?
I need the sugar-free because I'm a diabetic. But maybe you throw a slab out there for the guys out there working out. But yeah, Coach Davis, you have a lot. What I would say, I will applaud the way that you have handled. So it's no secret you have a superstar freshman, and you were adamant on no, he doesn't talk to media until he gets to closer to the 10th grade. And I totally agree with that. Mm-hmm. I understand that, and you've handled him and his situations, I think, the best that anyone in this town could have, because the kid kind of blew up, and no one's bigger than the program, first off, and he knows that, and you made that very clear. But what I will say about Coach Davis is that although he's an older guy and a disciplinarian, who is that?
I don't know.
Man, scared me. These folks shooting up spots. I'm gonna watch him. But anyways, you seen they was shooting yesterday. Come on, bro. Don't do that.
Finish your question.
Anyways, so but no, Coach Davis is keen enough to evolve, because let's say if you're willing to help his program, he'll if you're transparent enough, he'll let you help his program. Yeah. And like a lot of coaches in Texas, they have this thing called straight line recruiting. And they don't want you talking to their players. They're gonna call the folks on you, this and that. But Coach Davis is like, no, if you
no handlers, huh?
That's what they say. I don't even know we don't even get into all that. But Coach Davis is keen enough to be like, hey, if you can do something that I can't do more efficiently than me, then I'm gonna let you do it. You need to keep me up to date in what's going on. which you kind of respected. Those are his kids. And I just don't think enough credit gets to you for that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of kids in this in your program are getting recruited, and you're open enough to let like Ja'Kai Ray, Daquan Prevost, Hadaway,
Right.
T. Neal, Greg, WT, all these kids in your program are getting recruited, and that doesn't. You're forced it enough to let people help. I think that needs to be applauded.
Hold on, let's let Coach respond when we come back from break. We got one final break here on the Power Hour, and we'll be right back with more of the Power Hour featuring Coach Dewaski Davis here on 107.9 The Fan. Call in for these fair tickets, 903-793-1001. We got 4 more tickets to give away here on the Power Hour.
I'm Dr. Miller, a dentist and a volunteer for Dental Life.
Band sticking out, no rubber band speaking out. Chain is so heavy, can pick it up. Came with the gang, myriad. I see you with legs. Where's my root mysterious? My whip for fast and furious. Cause we guarantee it. We gonna play serious. Came with the gang, myriad. Came with the gang, myriad. Came with the mob. Sit up.
Towards left. Let go. Over the shoulder pass.
Sit up, get up, get up, get up. Came with a weak split up. I got John Wick, get up.
Big touch right three. 1-2, and that's hit hard into the left field. Back up to the track. That is out of here. And it extends the lead for the Hatters. Complete game shutout for Nick Curtis. The throw to first. Double play.
We gonna play serious. Came with the gang, myriad. Came with the gang, myriad. Came with the mob crew.
Birthday to announce today.
Thank you for coming on. It was early. Finally got you in. Got folks listening, folks calling in. There's been a lot going on. Miss Dawn tried to mess up the morning.
Then ruined the morning before the show.
Boy, she could have saved that for lunch. She could have texted me that.
It's all good though. Shout out to Miss Dunn.
Absolutely. She didn't she helped us out. I mean, yeah, for sure.
And as we said, tonight, the Liberty Auto Leopard boys baseball team will face off against the crosstown rivals, the Pleasant Grove Hawks.
All tickets sold online. Please come support our Leopards. Coach Fowler looking for win 102.
Yeah, 102. If you can't make it, the game will be on 107.1 KTFS with Chuck, Zach, and Tony Kirk. They'll have it on the radio. I don't know if it's being streamed tonight or not.
I hope so.
I hope so too. That'd be a good game to stream, I think.
Mhm.
That's over my head.
Oh, I'm just saying. I think invoices have been paid, but anyway.
Hey, last time we had some hiccups.
Man, we don't come on, Tyler.
Y'all
Don't do that on
blocking
the radio.
folk?
Don't do that on the radio.
Just saying.
No.
Y'all blocking folk on Facebook? Has one question. He said, "Get to the point, my guy."
Hey, don't worry about that. I just want to be thorough, and I want to make sure that I'm not putting words in Coach Davis's mouth, and I'm not talking bad about anybody's child. I just want to make sure it's understood.
Yeah, I understand.
We all got a job to go to.
What's understood don't have to be explained.
Exactly. I don't know what T. Randall talking about. Just make sure the band out there during district and the band out there when Coach Davis calling these plays get
rubberizer. Have it ready.
I have rubberizer ready every time.
Ready.
Man, that's all we worried about. So, Coach Davis, are you ready for the football season next year?
Yes, sir. Been ready.
Yeah, that last game against Center had left a bad taste in my mouth. I ain't gonna lie. I was talking a whole bunch coming into the week, and I thought Cash Cross wasn't gonna do what he did, and it was raining, and
that play a factor too,
Yeah,
he got sideways quick.
Bygones is bygones.
Yeah.
You live and you learn and you grow.
I just need my lick back.
Yeah.
We go to Atlanta this year.
Yeah.
Where else do we go?
We don't got to go to Sulphur Springs this year. I tell you that much. That was a long trip.
Was it?
Yeah, me and you drove that by ourselves. A long trip. They come here this year.
Good.
And then, you know, they're in our district in every other sport, but except football. So, you know, that's kind of interesting thing there.
What is it like to have every coach in the country try to be nice to you? Because I've seen it from afar. I've seen Sam Pittman. Man, get on a bike here.
You know, we used to be an afterthought. Now we're in the race now, and people really starting to give us a little credit because of where we're at now. And I mean, it was awesome to be on High School Extra this year. People got a chance to know where we're at now even more because everybody thought we were gone, but we're coming back. And people are understanding that. And our kids go places and people comment about how well behaved and how they work and how hard they play and how polite they are. And then, of course, what they do on the field is showing everything in the courts and everything else. Because, I mean, volleyball was close to the playoffs this year. I mean, it was extremely close.
District MVP came out of the team.
Yes.
That's wild,
we got softball is knocking down a spot in the playoffs. I mean, after that, everybody be in the playoffs.
Facts.
And I believe next year we all will be in the playoffs next year. And that's a good sign. And like I told them, I don't want to put one program over the other. I want to win at everything. I want everybody to know us about pick a sport. You talking about LE's in the equation.
Yes.
And that's the mindset we got to have to build that total program.
So I got a question. Well, go ahead and ask yours real quick. Mine less serious.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Don't come on.
It ain't nothing crazy.
Is it pressure on you when you got 6 D1 guys out there and your back is to it, but I can hear it in the press, but you can hear people yelling. But is that pressure when you got your linebacker room, one of the top in Texas, people say, besides Duncanville, Sock, and then y'all.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because the other two won state championships, and we kind of got, they smoked this out the first round, but it's Duncanville, Sock, or it might be Sock, Duncanville. I forgot which one, but it's those two and then us.
Yeah. It's great having those D1 talents, but you got to have a little more with those D1 talents to make sure you're relevant in every conversation. They're, of course, Sock come out of nowhere. They come from the ruins to now, and it's grinding, and they're getting their due now. And, of course, Duncanville always been there, and they'll be there. But our kids are getting there. I mean, the mindset is starting to change a bunch, and it's just that total buy-in and push, everybody pushing in the right direction, and kids playing up their ability. And the more consistent we'll become in that facet, we'll fix everything else. But it's nice to have those kids because they shed light on your program, those D1 kids, because we have a lot of traffic. And that's a good thing for those kids and maybe some other ones, and also give the young kids something to shoot for.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So my question is kind of less serious, but I know you've been a head coach many different generations. So the music has kind of changed. That's probably being played in the locker room. How is that changed from, I know it's kind of a crazy question, but from back in the 90s, the 80s, 90s to now, is it more of a thing where you cut that mess off, or is it, you just let the guys do their thing?
It's way out there for me.
Yeah.
But if they're fine with it and the majority rules in the room, well, then we'll let them go. But they know what can't be in it.
Yeah.
But as long as they love that part. But we got a mutual deal with that, and we got a speaker system in there, and they want to. We put it on a channel or something, and they. Coach, can we tap in and do this? And they're like, well, my rule on that.
Wait, I'm sorry, I missed it. What was the rule again? No cussing?
No cussing.
Gotta be clean.
You found any specific song you like that they play?
It's a few of them that kind of get my attention a little bit. But
you allow music at practice.
Yeah, we played this year.
That's a new thing.
Yeah, that's just because it's hot. grinding and that mind, that sun beating on that head,
Yeah.
give them some distraction, and kids do well with it.
You made my summer go by a lot more pleasant last year.
Yeah.
I used to go outside and
you can hear it. Huh?
Yeah, give them a little head nod. And then go back to my little
I just found it funny. I know you probably, started out with Tupac and all them, and now you're listening to
Pooh Shiesty.
Yeah.
Little Baby.
Yeah.
Like, who is that?
Right.
But they know them all, and they have a good time, and we try to keep the mood light.
So we got 1 minute left.
Yeah,
that's all we got.
Talk about what you got to talk about, Coach, on leaving. What do you want from community? What do you want from admin? What do you want from teachers?
Just support our kids and give them the chance to shine, and give them the opportunity that they're not used to getting, and that support in all facets of support. I mean, because we need that to keep moving forward. We got some projects we're trying to do in the field house and the weight rooms and stuff, just to pop it out a little bit more for the kids and make it so not so dark.
Yeah.
But it's just help us in all ways we can and help build LE and put it back where it need to be at.
Sounds good.
Sounds good to me too. As we said tonight, Coach Fowler and the staff and the Liberty Auto Leopard baseball team will be facing the Pleasant Grove Hawks tonight.
Buy your tickets online.
Markham Park. Buy your tickets online, as Gil said. If you can't make it, Chuck, Zach, and Tony Kirk will have the game live on 107.1 KTFS, which is the sister station of 107.9 The Fan. So tune in and catch the boys in action, and hopefully we can improve the 5-0 in district. I think we're 4-0 already.
That would be awesome. This is a top 10 matchup.
Yeah, they got 3 games this week. It's a 3-game.
Yeah,
3-week
three
game.
this week, because next week is Good Friday.
Gotcha. Okay.
So they're trying to get.
So it'll be a Saturday home game, I believe, right?
Yes,
Saturday against North Lamar at home. So if you can't make it tonight, Saturday, I hope you're free. You can come out to AT Markham Park and support the boys Saturday against North Lamar. Anyways, Coach Davis, appreciate you, my man.
Man, glad to be here.
Yes, sir. From Huff and Gill, God bless you. Have a great week. Take it easy. See you next week, same time, same place.
Yeah.